You can pledge yourself to the god of death. I mean, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't in this situation? You resolve to pledge yourself to the god of death. Further sacrifice must be made. Embrace mortality. What does that mean? Sensors destroyed. All crews slowed. The dead are crawling out of the walls. What the heck? This is Void War. It is a spiritual follow-on to FTL, and I looked it up. FTL is now 13 years old. It came out in 2012, which kind of blows my mind because I still think of FTL as being like a modern game that I'm excited about. But I thought back and did a little bit of math. When I began as a game developer back in 2002, I thought video games were pretty fancy, pretty far along in their development. And Tetris was 13 years old back then. And so 13 years old is actually pretty old. So I'm kind of surprised that there haven't been more games that more directly followed in FTL's footsteps. Now, a lot of games have followed in FTL's footsteps, but they usually try to vary it up in some dramatic way, do something very, very new on top of sort of the standard FTL gameplay. Not Void War. Void War is very much FTL in a different universe with a few interesting innovations on it, which is cool. I'm not complaining about that at all. I love me some FTL, and I do not mind having some more. This world, it's a little bit like Meta Barons or maybe Warhammer. It's like a dark, fantastical space opera type world. So I've only begun one campaign so far, the tutorial campaign. And so I'm a couple of sectors in, but this is just the very beginning, and I don't know everything yet. But I thought I would invite you along to sort of see how things work. So this is my ship. I've got this enormous crew here, partly because, and I don't know if this is a general thing you can do in the game, or if it's something to do with the particular, like, pilot or faction or captain that I have, but I can construct these husks at most places where you can rest. Like if you don't need to repair your ship or heal your people, you can just make a husk. So I got 4 husks working for me. They're scattered all over the ship. In fact, I think I've just gotten a new one that I should probably give a permanent assignment to. I'll send him up here to the sensors and save his position. If you haven't played FTL before, go play FTL. It's really good. But this is basically your ship. It's built onto a grid. It's made out of rooms, and you basically have these crew members you assign to the different rooms. And while a crew member's in a room, they make it operate better. But more importantly, when the room gets damaged, they can repair it. And so if your entire crew dies or your ship gets destroyed, you fail. But otherwise, basically, you're just moving from system to system within a sector. You're trying to get somewhere. The tutorial, I don't think it explained what I was trying to do here, so I'm just trying to cross a bunch of star sectors for some reason in this ship and try to survive as many combat encounters along the way as I can. A couple of interesting changes from the FTL model. Characters have inventory. So it used to be that basically a character was just a representative of their species, and that was the only difference between characters. They had individual names, and that was it. So you could like assign some, value to a character if you wanted to, but they were pretty generic. These guys actually have a little bit more to them than in FTL. They've got these inventory slots. They can have different stats that vary, I think, per individual. Maybe it's per type. I'm not sure. But well, in any case, their stats can also vary based on what equipment you give them. So, for instance, I've got Druzik here, who is one of my soldiers that I send onto other ships. He's got some armor that increases his hit points. He's got a weapon that increases his damage, and he does more damage in large rooms. And Tacitus here, he's also got some armor, and we've got guys with repair tools, guys with consumable, health supplies, that sort of thing. So that's a new layer to the game that I haven't seen before. One drawback of this art style is the fact that it's all trying to be very like iron and chrome, and it's kind of almost got that like Mad Maxy sort of aesthetic to it. But that means that things are the same colors a lot, so it's a little bit harder to read how much power is in each of your systems, which becomes important as you start taking damage and needing to move power around in order to use what you've got left. But let's So my ship, it's got 2 points of shield, which is good. It's got a gun that will fire 3 times, which is good, but it takes a long time to charge up, which means I need the shields to protect me. I started the game with a it's a teleporter in FTL. In this game, it is a launch bay that launches assault sleds, because everything in this world is going to be very physical and heavy. It's not going to be ethereal and magical. It's going to be like brutish. So of course it's assault sleds and not a teleporter, stuff like that. I think you'll get sort of the vibe of how this works. One other big difference with FTL is that the path is a lot wider and skinnier than in FTL. In FTL, you have this sort of very broad, it's almost the proportions of a sheet of paper sector to navigate through, and so you can kind of go, up and down and back and forth, and you can kind of wind your way around this map. And part of the fun is figuring out how to wind your way through the map. Sometimes you backtrack for various reasons, and there's just something chasing you through the world. This has a more traditional sort of roguelike structure, where it's more like Slay the Spire, where you have to, the structure of the map forces you inexorably forward. And so you're just making a couple of choices at each direction. You can't really plot elaborate routes, which, to me, I think, I kind of miss it from FTL, the ability to sort of say, oh, I can go anywhere on this map, and as long as I've got the time to do it. In this version of the game, you're just sort of selecting which of a set of potential destinations you can go to, but you can only take one very straight route through it. So I tend to take whichever route gives me the most options. So let's go to this unvisited node. And, a wrecked starship idles in the distance. It seems to be suffering from some sort of supernatural corruption. You have little time to consider this, as the ship soon activates its weapons and target locks your vessels. Intruders detected. What are these guys? They're hounds. They're immune to suffocation. Okay, I won't try that. And fire. They don't break doors very quickly, but they move fast. Okay, let's pause. Okay, so I could try to decompress this room by opening the door, but that's not going to work on that guy. So let's grab my soldiery types. I think my husks are not going to be as useful. So I'm wondering if I want to maybe retreat my husks away from where the hounds are likely to get them, and just move my... Whoa! Okay, those guys opened the doors much faster than I thought they would. Oh, you know why? It's because I fled the guy who was manning the doors, so he couldn't keep them shut any longer. I forgot my FTL. Well, while that's going on, I think I should probably fire some guns. So this thing, okay, it's got pretty good shields, so I'm going to fire my big weapon at the shields, and I'm going to wait with my 2 other weapons to see if I can take the shields down first. So yes, fight those hounds, fight them. It looks like we're doing well against the hounds. Good. Okay, so send everybody back to your battle stations. They just shot something at me. Hopefully my shields will catch it, or they'll miss. My weapon is almost charged up, and as soon as it fires, I'm going to also fire my other weapons all at the same target to make sure we take their shields down. Okay, their shields are down, though they're not perfectly destroyed. Because there's this, cross-hatching means that there's vacuum over there, so I can't send my soldiers over there to do things. So I'm kind of reliant on my weapons. So actually, I'm going to turn back on autofire, because I think it said the hounds can't repair things. Normally, crew would rush into a place that I had attacked and fix it, but I don't think they can. So I think I'm just going to start spreading out my attack all over the ship. Okay, yeah, it does look like we took their shields down temporarily, but one of them came back. Ooh, we're setting a fire, but there's no oxygen, so it goes out pretty fast. Okay, now I think the shields are down for good. If we just keep firing at them... No, wow, are the shields self-repairing? There we go. It breaks up, and okay, you might not have been able to see this because my head's in the way, but they do a really fun thing in this game when a ship breaks up. I'll have to highlight it next time. But we got 55 scrap metal. That's pretty good. Let me see. What do I want to use that on? Oh, I already had some extra reactor. So, okay, let's upgrade our reactor a couple of times. And let's get some... Oh, I don't quite have enough scrap metal for upgrading my shields all the way. So, okay, I'm going to get a couple of reactor units. But then I'm going to wait to upgrade my shields until I can do 2 pips. It takes 2 pips of shield to get 1 actual layer of shield. Because it works exactly like FTL. Like, this game is not trying to pretend it is not an FTL clone. Which is, again, I've said this before. I said this on my Darkest Days video. This is fine. You can't copyright game design. You know, just somebody else making another, you know, applying a new vibe to a familiar formula. I think that's fun. I'm not worried about it. Okay. So this one, fire engulfs your viewport. You seem to have stumbled into the midst of a major Imperial fleet action against the infernal cults. Worse still, proximity alerts indicate that you're dangerously close to the local star. Oh, this is going to be one of those fire ones. Luckily, Imperials, I think, have resistance to fire, so I might be better off than... Who the heck are these people? Ghouls? What? They've got like a whole... Okay, so they've got a Gorgothian legionnaire here, a death cultist, and Praxar. These guys are just running a team of ghouls. Okay, and then these two are bloat mites. They damage nearby systems on death. Okay, so I want to fight them in a room without systems in it, ideally. Toxic gas. Ugh, this is bad. Okay, oh, and they're in here with my guys. Okay, well, let's see if I can tempt them out of that room. Okay, you. Let them out. There we go. Now stay there. Okay, so they release toxic spores when they die, which is bad. We should definitely shoot at their shields when we're ready. Okay, everybody repair our shields, please. That's good. Oh, wait, except the captain. Captain, get back in your command throne. By the way, that's what they call this room. It's not called, like, the cockpit or something. It's called the command throne, because that's what this game is. They've just shot at me. My bolt cannons are ready, but I'm going to wait until I can fire my biggest gun at the shields so that all of my shots can get through. So, okay, how long is that room going to stay toxic? I would like everyone to get out of there, because I'm just assuming this room is toxic and that they should not be in there. Oh, my guns just fired. Let's fire more guns. Let's fire all the guns at their shields. Okay, we took their shields down. Not entirely, but a lot. So I'm going to switch my other guns to shoot at their weapons to start disarming them. Okay, these guys are poisoned, but the poison is ticking down. Okay, cool. We've damaged their weapons too. We've just fired at their shields again. Yes, okay, their shields are completely down now. And we've taken them out. By the way, notice, did you see that? When they destroy the ship, it's not just pieces of the ship that come apart. All the crew members start spinning out into space. It's the cutest thing. The cutest and most horrifying thing. I don't think that's from FTL. FTL had the ships breaking apart. It did not spin the little crew members out like little ninja stars into space. Okay, we got some scrap metal, we got some munitions, and more scrap metal. Wait, the battle continues. Wait, can we stay here as long as we want and keep fighting? Sure. Let's try it. More intruders. These guys are scribes. At least they're not poisonous. Most people don't make poisonous scribes. Oh, wait, there's fires. Why are there fires? Okay, let's send these guys in here. I'm going to open these 2 rooms so that we can void them of oxygen. Uh-oh, uh-oh. My husks do not last long in combat. Okay, let's close these up now that the fire has subsided. We did not target anything with our weapons, which was an oversight. So let's fire everything at once at their shields. That was not a lot of hits. We should have hit those shields way more. Here, you get over here. And you're in the right room. You guys get ready if we need to send you in a sled. All right, our weapons are charging up, but I don't want to auto fire my faster charging weapons until right now, because they've still got shields up. I want to hit them only in enormous volleys. Okay, this isn't going great. Okay, we're firing our main cannon, so we're going to try to take their shields all the way out again. Wow, we are still not taking them all the way out. It might be worthwhile to try to send some guys over there. You can recall them pretty fast. Oh, but I can't send them... Oh, I can, right here. Send them directly to the shields. Oh, there's a lot of guys in there. However, when you kill a guy, and I think this might be a new thing for Void War, I'm not sure. When you kill a guy, you automatically do a stage of damage to the room that they're in. And so I think we've just done extra damage, and I'm going to hit Recall Crew immediately. So, okay, we did enough damage with that lightning fast attack that we're done. So we'll let them try to repair their shields from scratch. Meanwhile, I'll fire my other main guns over here at their weapons. They're already repairing this like crazy. One thing, by the way, my common weapons in this game tend not to do a lot of damage to crew. So usually in FTL, when you're firing weapons at a room, the crew is taking a lot of damage from your weapons hitting those rooms. And I think that people take small amounts of damage here and there on the ship for it getting hit, but I'm not seeing the same level of crew damage. I think they're trying to make you send your people in to fight in melee more often by making it cheap to withdraw them, which is like I think in FTL there's a certain delay before you can teleport them back, and here there's no delay. You can just take them right back. And then they're making it so I can't damage crew as much with my weapons on my ship. I think there are weapons that can damage crew more than the ones I have, but by default I'm not doing a ton of crew damage, which encourages me to try to send my people in. So I think that they're trying to subtly tweak me into making these characters behave the way you want these characters to behave in like actual dark fantasy space operas. The battle winds down. You hear an open broadcast. To all faithful servants of the throne, the enemy generals have been destroyed. Their fleet scattered. Victory is at hand. Purge any who do not bear the Imperial insignia. The situation becomes too dangerous. You are forced out of the fight. Okay, let's open this door real quick, but let's warp before more of that happens. A Nexus of Influence, a bone shrine. This seems to be a new thing that I'm not familiar with from FTL. I've messed with a couple of them, and I'm not quite sure I understand what they do. A great mass of human bones is visible ahead. As you move closer, you realize it's an abandoned medical outpost, so covered with human remains as to be nearly unrecognizable. A death cult warship guards the entrance. Oh, so I guess this is a fight. My people, not in the best shape. I'm wondering, though, if I can do something about that. Hey, Pole, which one are you? You're that guy. Let's send everybody into... all the people who are injured into the same room with Pole. I don't know if they need to be in the room with Pole. Oh, no. Okay. Pole has a med drone that he can use to heal people. And it looks like he can actually... he doesn't need to be in the room with them. Okay, so now I've got all my most injured people in one room. I'm going to have Pole use his med drone to heal them. And now we'll scatter everybody to their usual battle stations. This weapon has not yet charged up, but we're going to aim it at their shields. Who is this guy? Some kind of poisonous guy called the Warden. He's just sitting here farting in his command throne. Okay. So did we just fire? We did. So let's concentrate everything on the shields. Oh, shoot. Okay. Everybody, go fight the fire. Go fight the fire. That's bad. Okay, and everybody chip in to fix it. We do not want our shields to be messed up. And also, wait, why are we... What's wrong with our weapons? Oh, our weapons just got hit with an ion thing. Okay, I don't know if they're called ion cannons in this game, but it's the same effect in FTL. They disable a system rather than actually, turning it off. All right. Rather than destroying it. They don't damage it. Okay, so we've recharged our shields. Looks like we are about to hit their shields again. They have so many weapons. Holy cow. What can I do about this? These husks are most of what they have to defend them. I wonder if it's worthwhile for me to... Oh, shoot! Okay, we've got... Our engineer is immune to suffocation, so we're going to send him in here to repair this. These guys are very mean. Okay, and their shields are still coming back. I think I do need to load up my crew and launch a sled. Oh, I can't get one straight. This is... Okay, so teleportation... This is another reason I think they switched from teleportation to assault sleds. In FTL, you could literally send people to any room you want. But in Void War, only certain rooms are external rooms that you can send people to. And so I can't send my people directly to the shields. I have to send them somewhere else, like to the weapons. So I think they can do some good fighting husks in here with the weapons. Oh, wait, the big farting captain went in there. That's not good. I think we have damaged their weapons by killing a husk in here. But this warden is going to annihilate my guys. Nope, recall crew, get out of there. Yeah, that didn't go great. Okay, you come back in here. Actually, everybody go to your stations. Stop hitting me with weapons. Okay, it looks like my storm cannon just shot them. Let's hit their shields again. And their weapons again. Yeah, that's right. Okay, my guys didn't want to stay there long anyway. Here. Now that the shields are gone, I can set my other weapons to auto fire. Whoa. That was an interesting missile firing animation. I hadn't noticed that before. Look at all the little bodies spinning out into space. It's so tragic. Sorry, I'm just going to be tickled by that every single time it happens. The more crew, the more like ghouls or husks they have in a ship, the more bodies there are to just spread like confetti whenever they die. Okay, so I can either grab bloated reagents, which are ritual materials for summoning bloat mites. I don't know how to do that. Let's get some tactical armor instead. Ooh, that gives you suffocation resistance. That seems valuable. With the enemy ship neutralized, you approach the grisly outpost to discover the shrine within. Strangely, you hear the buzzing of flies, even though none are present. You can pledge yourself to the god of death. I mean, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't in this situation? You resolve to pledge yourself to the god of death. Further sacrifice must be made. Embrace mortality. What does that mean? The atmospheric temperature suddenly drops with a supernatural chill. The command desk goes dark. A sickening, crushing weight seizes you. Sensors destroyed. All crews slowed. Suddenly you hear the rasping of shredding throats. The dead are crawling out of the walls. What the heck? Okay, fine. Let's do what? We should gather my people to be able to defend each other. So let's get my most valuable crew in a room together. Let's try to concentrate the husks as well. Oh, wait, no. You stay in the door room. Somebody else join you in the door room. We got to slow these guys down. Yeah. So my crew is slowed. Oh, the dead are cowards. Okay. They're only going after my weakest troops. That's pretty lame. Okay, yeah. Now that they're joining my main crew... Oh, man, I don't have any kind of heals. Okay, Get out of the room that has all the poison in it. Yeah, you guys, here, this group, you all go to the weapons. Oh no, one of them's gonna die of poison. Hey, you who's gonna die of poison, you get to stay out of the fight. You're probably gonna die anyway, but just in case. Was that everybody? I've lost 2 husks. Oh wait, oh no, there's still another dead in here. How are we doing? Oh, you're just standing in poison. Stop doing that. Okay. Oh, bad stuff happened over there. Okay, we got 2 guys left. Actually, okay, we're gonna teleport the boss over here. Hopefully this is the last deadite. With the undead horde dealt with, you suddenly feel a wave of nausea. Your skin develops a sickly pallor and your eyes weep with blackened fluid. You cough up a handful of your own teeth. You tear open your shirt to discover a hideous rune carved into your chest. Maggots squirm in the open wound. Commander cannot rest for 3 jumps. Bone Shrine activated. Death Cultist units appear more frequently in rewards and merchants. Only 1 shrine can be active at a time. What in the flying crap was that? So many of my crew is dying. Here. It's just Urkak and Druzek left. Everyone else died. Of course, most of them were husks. You don't expect much of them. But holy cow. A bunch of our doors are destroyed. You know, okay, I'm going to keep Druzek up front. Okay. This game has established its value outside of FTL. Like, for a long time I was like, oh, well, this is just doing what FTL does, you know, it's in a slightly different world, whatever. No, it's in a very different world. This is a different place. So we've managed to hold on to some items that my people dropped. Holy cow. Now, I think they're keeping the dead bodies here for now because I suspect there might be some way for me to, like, maybe resurrect them or something, maybe with certain powers. I don't know. Okay, I was wondering if I could get, like, stuff off their bodies. It looks like no, I can't, except for what was just automatically dropped. So we're gonna warp to the next area. And I think, yeah, I just lose all of the crew now. Your ship emerges inside one of the more turbulent regions of the exclusion zone. Waves of toxic miasma penetrate your shielded hull, ignoring the laws of physics. The miasma seems to be emanating from a strange mass in the distance. Oh, absolutely investigate the mass. A rotted fish-like monstrosity, roughly the size of a small spacecraft, appears to be collecting nearby corpses and attaching them to the mass. The corpse creature suddenly notices you. It sprays gouts of pestilent energy at your ship. Pestilent energy. That is a phrase that exists only in this world. Coating your hull in a sorcerous slime. You catch a brief glimpse of the fish beast vanishing into the murk, just as the intruder alarms begin blaring in response to the foul entities crawling out of the slime. This is what's going to kill me. Okay. Let's concentrate ourselves on the tentacles. Corrosive gas detected. Okay. Okay, let's close all the doors now that I think they're fixed. Okay. If there's corrosive gas, we need to get out of here. But that means we need to get the boss back into his seat. Oh, no. Get out. Go. A merchant. Okay. So let's trade with this merchant. And they've got crew contracts. So we can replace some of our missing crew. So we got a necromancer who's immune to poison, who can animate dead. Oh, he can, which means he summons ghouls. He doesn't actually like bring my people back to life. Then we've got Blood Witch Thralls, who can summon. Wait, no, there's summon thralls. These are blood witches who summon thralls. Got it. So just a bunch of summoners. Just a bunch of summoners. Oh, but they've got psychic slots. Okay, so I'm going to grab this one and this one. So we have more crew. Let's get the thing what heals as well. And that's it. So I've got this one. So I've had this thing called Mind Bolt for a while, which can attack crew in a target room from afar and ignore shields and stuff. So I can put that on my psychic character. Let's repair to maximum. And that's basically all our money. Maybe we could have a repair drone. Do I care? No, I'm going to save up. Okay, so now we've got new crew. And, oh, so Summon Thrall is already... Oh, so I could forget Summon Thrall if I want to give them the Mind Bolt projectile. Okay, got it. But Scarrock can already summon ghouls, right? So maybe I don't need... Wait, I don't want to give him both of these. Do I? I don't know. I wanted to try out my new psychic thing, but she's already got a psychic thing. Well, whatever. Let's try her thing first. Yeah, okay. We're getting more back to normal now. I hope this death cult thing pays off. Alright, still cannot rest. A techno-cult ship emerges from the nearby rift storm and begins shooting. Okay, well, stop doing that, please. Let's aim at their shields. We'll turn off auto-fire on our bolt cannons. We will tune up our shields, because for some reason they were down. I'm not sure why, but... Yeah, okay, yeah. So we're doing what we want. Oh, let's give these guys some jobs. Let's send our Blood Witch. Actually, Blood Witch and Necromancer, they don't have a lot of hit points. So I think my previous group I had like loaded into here, ready to fire off, but I don't think I want to do that. These guys are a little bit too valuable and fragile. Okay, so we've just fired our storm cannon. Let's fire everything at the shields. Wait, what? What? Their shields are immune to external damage? How does that work? Techno cult. Okay. So what does that mean? Is that going to be only true of their shields? Let's aim somewhere else and see what happens. And also, okay, can I summon a thrall, like, anywhere? Like here? I don't know if she's summoning a thrall or not, because I can't see in here. What about, can I put some ghouls in there? Okay, my guys look like they're doing something, but I can't see into the rooms, so I don't know. Okay, let's just fire everything at their weapons. See if we can get through the shields. Okay, it looks like we did successfully summon something into this room. But it's just getting converged on so hard. It's not doing a lot of damage. Oh, but now we've put ghouls in there. Okay, so these guys, their abilities aren't something that I want to send them to the other ship to do. I just want them to, like, psychically generate things to give these guys problems. And yeah, it looks like it's only the shields that can't be targeted. Well, you know, that's honestly fair. Like, I've made it such a habit, basically, to always go after the shields first. Can I summon again? It looks like I can summon again. Let's do it. Oh, I understand why I can't see into the rooms. It's because my Blood Witch is doing this job. She's trying to summon guys, which means she's not using the sensors. It's her being in the sensor room that makes it so that I can see inside the enemy ship. But yeah, so it looks like they kind of noticed that the main, like the way you play every single battle in FTL and in this game, as a general rule, is go after the shields first with everything you've got. Try to do coordinated strikes to penetrate the shields and then damage the shields to bring the shields down so that you can, shoot through them at other targets. And it becomes such a habit, it starts to get a little bit repetitive. So they've invented an enemy whose shields you can't attack, and then you have to come up with another solution. I like that. Okay, the machine priests surrender and beg for their lives, but something is wrong. New figures emerge from the shadows and begin chanting in some foul tongue. Dark energy whips across the deck, depositing throngs of nightmare creatures. But I've just used my thralls and things. In fact, I'm still summoning them on the other side of the... Can I cancel? Yes, interrupted. Okay. This is a lot of nightmare creatures. I think we need to try to hide everyone in a couple of rooms with the doors locked, and then these guys... Oh, they still incur their cooldown. Dang. All right. Well, you know what? Okay, let's have everybody... Wow, no, I can't send everybody in there. Let's have everybody except the boss go in here. Oh, wait, no, the boss is... Oh, dang it, all the heck. The boss wasn't officially the one running the doors. And so when the other person left, the doors just all opened up. Okay, who do I send to fight this guy? Actually, can we send nobody to fight this guy? Yeah, he's taking my shields down, but these guys have surrendered, haven't they? Are they attacking? Oh, they're still attacking me. What's happening? Okay. I don't know what's going on. But my guys are about... Oh, actually, let's use one of my healing consumables. Heal everybody in this room. And then let's animate dead in there. And Xanath. Okay, everybody just start doing that. And then... Oh, it looks like we've just fired. Let's fire on their weapons. Okay. They're going to be hitting me a lot less. And look at this. Okay, so it looks like summoning dead takes longer. Okay. And the dead can't repair things. Can I send these guys... Can I send my thrall in here? And then... Yeah, let's put you there and you there. Can I load my thrall in? Yes, I can. I'm just going to send my thrall over there. And she got killed immediately. I'm so sorry. So it says these guys surrendered. They're still attacking me, though. And so that's not cool. Let's save these crew positions. And... So, did we say that summoning dead took longer? Well, actually, let's wait until we can fire on the weapons again. Okay, we're firing on the weapons. Oh, wait. It's immune. Wait, it's got this circle around it saying it's immune? Oh! So it's not just the shields that are immune. It's whatever has this circle on it. Who's making the circle? Is their boss making the circle? I don't know. But that makes sense now. That's a special power of theirs, and I have to watch where this circle goes. All right, we're about to fire the storm cannon, but we're going to fire it at the shields. Now that the shields don't have the circle anymore, we're taking their shields out. There we go. Oh, look at that. Breached. Nice. People are going to suffocate in there. So now that their shields are down, we can attack everything else. Holy cow. Not much survives the blast. Only a small handful of supply canisters can be retrieved from the wreckage. 68 scrap metal. Okay. Let's get into the upgrade zone. Still not enough. Okay, fine. Whatever. Need a little bit more scrap metal to upgrade our shields more. This game is getting weirder and weirder the deeper I get into it. Okay, there's a safe place to rest up ahead. Looks like the ghouls give up the ghost when we travel. You're caught in a rift storm, struggling to maintain course, when a technocult ship appears. Our flux capacitors... Come on, man. Saying flux capacitors is like putting a Wilhelm scream into your game. Are damaged beyond repair. Without them, the relics aboard our ship will never make it back to the enclaves. Offer them my spare flux capacitors? Do I have those? The machine priests accept your flux capacitors and request more. You told them you gave all the capacitors you can spare. They grow impatient and simply begin attacking your ship. There's no time for negotiations. The relics must survive. Okay. They're repairing their engine. Let's aim at their shields, as is tradition. Okay, looks like they're fixing their engines just fine right now. Okay, so I think I need to time my summons so that they arrive like right after I do the damage, because you want to occupy these people with combat instead of repair. But right now, the combat's going to come in too late. Yeah, the combat comes in too late. And I'm going to damage my own guys now. Oh, they've got a med bay. Almost no one in this world has a med bay. But they've got one. Okay, yeah, so that went poorly. I'm thinking that... Okay, so I'm going to fire at their shields once more. We are damaging their hull when we do this, so even though I'm not making a lot of progress on, like, keeping the shields down, each time we hit the shields, we are damaging their hull. And, I just realized I'm kind of in the way of you seeing how much hull damage they're taking. It's behind where my head was. Right now I'm covering the doors and things, but I think that may not be as important for you to see as their hull damage, so I'll stay down here. Okay, so now... Okay, so how long does it take to charge this? 10 seconds. 10 seconds. This takes 16 seconds to charge. So when this is about a third of the way done, or maybe halfway, a little closer to halfway. Okay, so I'm going to summon all these guys into this room now. And while they're summoning, my storm cannon is charging up. And it fires, and everything fires at this, brings down the shields, and then my thralls show up and start fighting stuff. And hopefully delaying... Okay, they didn't delay it very much at all, actually. But we are going to hit it with the storm cannon again, while they're still fixing it. Oh, sort of. Wow, it was hard to stay on top of that. But look at the little body spinning away. It's fine now. Module, Hate Matrix. All non-summoning psychic projectiles deal 1 extra damage to the targeted ship in addition to their normal effect. Yeah, let's install the hate matrix. Okay, so that is a motivation now. Because I haven't found the thralls to be that valuable, it's like they're just sort of throwaway guys. I'm thinking, let's get rid of Summon Thrall. And we'll learn Mind Bolt instead. Because Mind Bolt will now do extra damage. I think, if I understood that correctly. Okay, so we're going to go to the place where we can rest now. We can repair hull points. We can construct a machine slave. We can heal our injuries. Our injuries are going okay. Let's make a machine slave. And stick them, I don't know, in the doors? We've got 128 scrap metal now. So does that mean we can upgrade our shields? Yes, we can. And then what else can we do with 28? Can we upgrade like our doors or anything? Yes, we can upgrade our doors. So we're going to do that. So let's take one off our engines. Oh, we don't need to take any more off our engines. The doors just get 2. So I think the doors are tougher now. The interior doors in particular are tougher now. And we've got this husk sitting here running the show. So now the doors will be a lot harder for enemies to get through. All right. Only option. And a space habitat drifts in the midst of an interstellar rift. Untouched by the chaotic energy of the rift, its lifeless interior has long been looted bare. You move on. Okay. Next. You discover an ancient colony orbiting a barren planet. Investigate. The colony likely predates the establishment of the Empire itself. You recover a weapon of an unfamiliar styling from its armory hall, an assault sledge. Oh, so you break stuff faster. Plus you do more damage per second. Okay. So who should get this? I think Drusik is the one who I might actually send to an enemy ship. I don't think I'm going to do that with the boss. So I'm going to give the boss Drusik's old weapon, and we'll send Drusik into somebody's house at some point. Okay, and now that the Blood Witch is no longer summoning, I'm assuming, yeah, this has an instant charge time, so I can keep her in the sensors now, and it's fine. So that means Drusik can be in the sleds. Let's warp. How long is this map? Holy crap. Okay. Unvisited node. Your sensors detect a civilian vessel being pursued by an Imperial Crusade ship. The ship is closing fast. Let's assist the civilian vessel. Prepare to fight. Okay. So we've got their shields, obviously. But whenever we fire everything else, we will also fire Mind Bolt, which will damage... Actually, wait. When people converge to repair this thing, we'll fire Mind Bolt to damage the 2 people who are in there, in addition to damaging the ship more. Deployed? Deployed what? Don't deploy that. I don't know what that is. Is that a... Okay, good. So, one of the things that FTL had that this game doesn't appear to have so far was missiles. Missiles could bypass shields, but they were expensive to fire. You could run out. But missiles, and there were different ways to defend against missiles. And so when a ship had missiles, that was always extra scary because your shields could work. And you could also adopt a missile-based strategy yourself and not have to target the shields every single time because your missiles could bypass them. It was a nice way to sort of vary up the systems, the choices, the strategic choices you made in that game. And I haven't seen much of it here, but I haven't seen this symbol much before, so I'm not sure what's special about what they're firing out of that. I am happy that I've leveled up my shields, though, because they are taking them down like crazy. Okay, good. They barely missed. Okay, so we're firing everything at the shields. Okay, and then we've got the people going in to repair it. We're going to Mind Bolt them. Oh! They're hitting my stuff. But we've taken down their shields enough that I can start going after their weapons with my other weapons. So So our main gun is still... What the heck? Our main gun is still going after their shields to keep them down. But our other guns are shooting at their weapons so they can't shoot at me as much. They're going after my life support. They're going after everything. These jerks. Oh, we took him down. In the wake of the explosion, a few useful items remain. You retrieve what you can from the aftermath. Scrap metal and munitions. Okay. The civilian vessel is nowhere to be found. Good, they got away from me. In addition to everyone else. For some reason, I keep finding that my shields are just unpowered. I know that FTL had a system whereby, like, if something was damaged and it lost power, it would regain the power that it had before as soon as it was repaired. It looks like they might not have that, or they might have some different version of it that doesn't quite work the way I anticipate. So I wonder what it has to do with whether it's manned. Like, if I man the shields, will they recharge automatically? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. What is that? Major threat? Okay, that's where we're headed. Obviously. You arrive to see a devastated planet in front of you. An Imperial flotilla is holding station in orbit, high over the smoking ruins of the surface colonies. Ooh, I've got a leveled up engine so I can quickly loot and leave. Cult blade. Oh, okay, cool. And scrap metal. I approve. Okay, so my other character... Yeah, so I only got the one character that can carry fancy weapons. I need to get a new one. But we'll give him that weapon. That weapon is... It rules. Alright, we'll keep going. You discover the drifting hulk of a large starship. It looks as if it has been battered for decades by violent tides of subspace energy. A strange glow emanates from within the hulk. Investigate. As soon as you step foot under the hulk, the sound of a great bell chimes. The air is suddenly filled with hideous miasma, and corpses begin to rise around you. A ghastly starship somehow grows out of one of the shattered engine pylons of the Hulk. You retreat back to your ship and prepare to fight. There's intruders, there's rot spawn, and a couple of ghouls. Okay, where are they? They're there. Okay, one is directly fighting my main dude. Let's get my better fighter in there. Xanoff? Can you shoot somebody for me, please? Oh, just toxins. Toxins everywhere. Okay, I will just let one of you stay in the room with the toxins. Or maybe I won't, actually. Necromancer, get out of there. We'll wait till that recovers. We can still use our engines. Meanwhile, we're charging our weapons so that we can fight these guys. Come on, weapons. Oh, wait, don't shoot that at me, you jerk. Oh, a breach. Holy crap. And I don't have my guy who's, like, immune to suffocation. So we better hope this husk can handle it. I think I just fired everything, so let's fire more everythings. Okay, good. That's how we wanted that to go. Now, I'm wondering what good I can do by launching my one guy with the cult blade in there. Okay, so they're not repairing right now. Oh, the poison's cleared. We can start fixing that up. Oh, hey, looks like I've attacked everything. Let's start attacking their weapons. Okay, my cult blade seems pretty effective. These guys are freaking out. Let's recall my crew, though. Get him back there. Nice. Yeah, he did a bunch of damage. What is Soulstorm? Cast 3 projectiles that each deal 1 damage to the target ship. Oh. Charge time 20 seconds. Okay, so this is a big attack. Or I could have a magnetic pulse that stuns crew in a target room for 5 seconds. 5 seconds is a long time. Requires power 2. But I could double this up with my main attack on the shields to keep them from being repaired for a while. Soulstorm is powerful, but it also means that we regain the problem of the witch who casts this not being able to do another job at the same time. So let's grab the Magnetic Pulse 3. This means I'm going to need to upgrade my weapon system a lot. That's about as far as I can take it right now. So what that means is if I disable the bolt cannon, or can I... Wait, how does this work? How do I enable and disable weapons? Oh, I right-click them. There we go. Okay. So I can afford to run this mag pulse as long as I don't run the bolt cannon. But that might be worthwhile. Fires 4 projectiles. Oh, that means that maybe, and it's got spread to it. So maybe that means it'll hit other rooms as well, not just the room that I'm targeting. Maybe. Let's try this. Oh, hello. This looks like a horrible ship. Demon-possessed starship. Of course. All right. Okay, we only have the one demon in here. Necromancer? Why don't you summon some guys to deal with that demon? And what else do we want to do? Let's get ready to shoot at their shields. Take your time, buddy. Yes, okay. My ghouls are doing something. Anomalous surge. What's the anomalous surge all about? Okay, so my storm cannon has fired. We'll also fire the other thing. And then the mag pulse will hit here and stun whoever's repairing things. Okay, so it did. Even though this guy left the room, it still stunned him, and now their shields are down, possibly for a while. So I'm going to keep firing at the shields with that. But now I'm going to disable the mag pulse, bring back the bolt cannon, and just start firing willy-nilly at other things. I guess I'll fire at their weapons. Oh. Oh, hey, my ghoul is fixing stuff that my people would have trouble fixing. That's kind of cool. Oh, but they're summoning bad ones. Oh, this guy is way tougher than the previous guy. Is he, what's he? He's unstable, immune to suffocation. Okay. This might be about to get bad. Let's see if we can do some damage to him. Okay, they've fixed their... Hold on. Okay, we nailed him. But I'm going to have to take these guys off auto-fire because they fixed their shields faster than I expected them to be able to. They might be auto... You know what? I'm betting because the ship is possessed, I'm betting it doesn't actually rely on its crew to do stuff. I'm betting that it is auto-healing everything because it's a demon. So we'll try to do some weapon damage before the shields come back. It is firing clusters of shots at me. Okay. Let's try to take that down a notch. Good. Okay. Okay. Wow. Hey, we got some resources. Okay, let's warp before another skeleton shows up. Except, major threat is the only place we can go. Okay, well, we gotta get out of here. Oh, no! Wait! Stop it. Okay, okay. I thought that was... I don't know what I thought that was. I thought it was bad. Your path crosses something ancient and pulsing. Not dead, not quite alive. Your instruments twitch. The void has grown a tongue. What are you talking about? I love this. A lifeless meat puppet flashes erratically on your view screen. Body fused with what used to be a command throne. It does not speak. You power your weapons and prepare to engage the monstrosity. Absolutely. Okay. So it's got its command throne there. It's got like 4 different This looks like the final boss from FTL. Is this the final boss from FTL, but mutated? It might be. Okay, well, as usual, go after the shields. What else am I going to do? I don't know if it's going to be spawning guys on my ship, so I'm going to hold back my ghouls until I know. Oh, guys are moving around, like deploying people everywhere. It's going to fire so many weapons at me. Drained? Don't drain my guy. What are you doing? Okay, so I can see in here now. It's got all kinds of dudes. They're mostly... Okay, no, so we've got some husks that are kind of cheap. Then we've got some nasty guys, possessed enforcers. They're casting some kind of spell, shield an area against hostile projectiles. Okay, let's change our target. Let's target other stuff. Let's see if we can do enough damage to these weapons to prevent them from all firing at me. Actually, most of these are about to fire no matter what I do. Let's aim at the one that recharges slower. It's probably scarier anyway. And then, what do I do? Now, if I hadn't gotten most of my crew killed by that death cult shrine thing, the bone shrine, I might have more crew to send after these guys to disrupt them from shielding things. Of course, I don't know if this is currently shielded or if it's like they're in the process of casting a shielding spell. But that does make me want to try to send ghouls in there just for fun. What the heck? Everything just bounced off the shield. What is this? Is this some kind of... Oh, it's the green shields from FTL, isn't it? They got a fancy shield. Maybe. They've got a fancy shield that I can't penetrate easily. Okay. It looks like it's off. Now I know what to watch for. Oh, they're firing so many things at me right now. Let's try to destroy this weapon. Okay, we've done some hull damage. Oh, wait, what came in here? Hey, stop that. No. Get out of there, Blood Witch. Here. Blood Witch? Zap them. What are they doing to my shields? Okay. Yeah. My boy here is not doing great. I wonder if it would benefit from the boss showing up. Okay, yes, we killed the thing. Now let's go over here to whatever's going on in this room. Blood Witch, you take over in there. Oh, quit draining my guys. Oh no, this is going so badly. I think I just let a shot go by without firing my bolt cannons. Yeah, this is not going well. This is what we signed on for, though. We deliberately targeted the scariest stuff because I wanted to see it. Yes, we hit them once before they destroyed us. That was horrific. Your ship has been reduced to flaming wreckage. The Triumph of Heaven, which was my ship, I guess, accomplished all of these things. My score is 1227, which means I got 1227 resonance, whatever that is. Surrenders refused, 1. Nice. Crew gained, I lost more crew than I gained. Fires extinguished 10, creatures summoned 27. Heck yeah. And now we go back to the hangar. So I haven't been to the hangar yet because the tutorial just starts you in the middle of the action, so I haven't seen this screen yet. So I'm just curious now. We're not starting a new game right now because it's been an hour and it's time to end the episode. But, okay, that's what I thought. Resonance lets you buy new ships. So I could get variant B of this ship if I want. I can also get... Oh, if I reach the 4th sector, which I failed to do because I went and got into a big stupid fight. Give me the Interditer A. Vanquish the Doom Engine to get the Relic Freighter A. And there's just no data about these other ships. So, okay, very much like the progression in FTL. And I wonder, can I choose a different boss, too? Oh, yeah, I can have a witch who I can assign psychic abilities to. Does this cost resonance? Yes. Okay, I'm going to buy a witch, absolutely. And her name is, wait. -4? Why is that here? What? Oh, no. I just got an error. Abort. And the game has crashed. This is a brand new game. Not surprised that maybe it needs a day 1 patch. But you know what? That was fun. I had a blast. It basically took a game that I really love and it came up with some just insane new content for it. This does feel like an expansion for FTL more than it feels like a brand new game, but it's a cool expansion and it costs like, I don't know, like $20 or something. So I feel like it was worthwhile. I mean, FTL is one of my favorite games of all time, and this expands that canon into an area that I really love. I mean, I love the meta barons and, stuff like these like weird dark fantasy barbaric space operas is my jam, and so this went exactly where I wanted it to, and it's great. So yeah, hope they fix that bug and the game doesn't crash anymore when you try to rename a character. But aside from that, I don't have any complaints. This is great. There's my subscribe button. Here's some links to other videos. Normally I cut to game footage at this point, but I don't have any because it crashed. So just look at my face, I guess.